Hello, hello. We're finally back with more Pokemon Violet Indigo Disc DLC. I'm gonna close my door. Hang on. Who's pinging me on Discord? Why do I have a Discord notification? Oh, it's just this. Yeah, I don't care about that. So you may or may not notice, if you're on Owncast or Twitch, that I now have a stream schedule. Unfortunately, I'm going to immediately break it because it is 24 hours of Le Mans weekend, and I'll be watching that for probably a substantial part of tomorrow. I actually made it Monday, knowing full well that I wasn't going to stream Monday, so I am doing a fantastic job sticking to the schedule. So yeah. But yeah, I now have an actual schedule. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's jump into it. So we need to defeat the BB League. We got our 4 people. The BB Elite 4. And I was thinking we start with Lacey. I'm thinking that's not a bad place to start. So how much BP do I actually need in order to challenge these people? And also I want to switch my lead up. $50 BP, it's like nothing. That's so cheap. Alright. Let us begin the trial, which I assume is going to be the worst part of every single one of these challenges. A Pokemon quiz. We'll find out if I actually know Pokemon or if I am a fraud. Let's try it. Test your knowledge in the Pokemon quiz. Question 1. Which part of its body does it store the electricity? It stores it in its cheeks. Question number the second one. Certain parts of its body like a radar. Is it its antenna? Is it the antenna? No, it's not. Is it the eyes? Is it seriously the eyes? Dang it. I overthought it. Oh no. Which is the real one? I don't know how to tell the difference. They look the same. What's different? Pay attention to the underside of the cups. This one has like a thing on the bottom. That the others don't have. A mini orb. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that one was easy. The very last question. How the heck am I supposed to know that? Okay. Fair enough. I have cleared the trial. Easy game. Yes, let's jump right into it. Question mark? It's probably fine. I did know she uses fairies. So that is why one of my leads is Tinkaton. In addition to the fact that it has Fake Out, which is a good move to start with. I would very much like for this Whimsicott to not move this turn. That would be incredible. Do I double up into Whimsicott, or do I hit Granbull? Because surely I can just take it out with Acrobatics. So I think this turn, since I'm using Fake Out, I put some damage onto Granbull. Ow. I want to have Gigaton Hammer available for next turn. Actually. No. I think we do this. Light screen is fine because I am basically entirely physical attackers. So if that's the only screen it gets off, that's fine. And then I have to hope I don't miss with Play Rough. I said don't miss with Play Rough. Oh, there we go. Double knockout. Let's go. A slow bro, you say? I'm not super concerned about this slow bro. I am a little bit more concerned about this slow bro. That's fine. Oh. 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 Oh, but Starburst survived. Let's go. Can I hit both with the Rock Slide and finish it off? Oh, it is a Citrus Berry. Rock Slide connects on both and does nothing. Very cool. Did it go double Ice Beam? Yes, it did. But fortunately that did nothing. Alright. I know this probably seems odd, but I am going to swap in my Dark type. And hopefully I don't miss. No, I have to do it this way. I kind of wanted to U-turn on Primarina, but I don't really have an easy way to take out Slowbro with Tinkaton. I guess I could have used Gigaton Hammer, but that seems like a bit of a waste. Oh, the miss! What? I literally just need to breathe on this thing and it will go down. I wish I could switch out Tinkaton and reset. The Intimidate. That would be epic. And it's gonna do a lot of damage, and it's an Oko. Let's go. So are we 2v1? Yeah, we are. Yeah, it is now over. Oh wait, is this a Terra Fairy? Is that what's happening right now? Who makes an Excadrill Terra Fairy? Who does that? I mean, it's fine, but... There we go. Unfortunately, we did have to beat Best Girl. You're the cutest. And we got Alluring Voice. What? Also confuses the target if its stats have been boosted during the turn. What a weirdly specific move. Oh, it's this guy. Alright. 3 more to go. I mean, the next easiest one seems to be... Amaris? Or however the heck you pronounce her name. So that seems like a good, logical next stop. But first, where do I heal? Where is the healing machine? Alright. Right, she's steel type. Hang on. How do I want to play this? I would love for it to not be raining, because that will actually make this harder. I guess we keep Starburst as a lead for the Intimidate, just because Intimidate's so good. I would love for it to not be raining right now. How do I make it stop? Alright. The second of the Elite Four. Is this gonna stop the rain? No? Okay. flying time trial. Is this actually going to be a time trial, or is this going to be like Grusha's gym, where you just don't do anything and you win? Let's do the thing. His name is not Aegeus, but sure. Sorry. It's very funny. Cool, we can fly now. Wait, how do I fly? Wait, hang on. How do I do it? How do I fly? I wasn't paying attention. How do I do the thing? Okay, we're okay. Oh yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, this is awful. This is awful. How do you invert controls? I need inverted controls. This is terrible. No! Where do I land? Where am I going? Okay, how do I invert the controls? That was unbearable. That was so bad. That was unplayable. Why is inverted not the default? Yeah, let's do it this time. Alright, now that my controls are correct, I can actually do this. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. It's actually navigable. It still turns like a dump truck, but I guess it's an improvement. It controls so badly. It's so bad. It is easier when you actually know where you're going, but it controls so terribly. I am messaging Nova right now to complain about this. Literally right this second, I need to rant to him. Alright, it stopped raining, which is good. Hello? Controller, please? He's my rival, I guess. I'm going to pound him into the dirt. I mean, let's not go overboard. I wouldn't say worthy. It's like, you know, he's above average. So the Doug trio is the bigger threat here. So I guess I just double into Skarmory? Or double into Doug trio? The Stone Edge, but it missed. Let's go, Starburst. Oh, wow. I was not expecting Starburst to do so well. So what now? Stealth Rock. Well, I really wanted to switch Starburst out. So I can cycle Intimidate back in later. Whatever, we'll... Hopefully Stealth Rock is not going to be that much of a problem. I would love some way to get rid of these hazards, though. Oh, does it have a focus? No, it has Sturdy. Disaster. Hydro Pump is not good. We are dead. Whirlwind is also not good. Well, my plan was to U-turn Skarm to go back to Starburst. can I do? We can Stomping Tantrum into Empoleon. And then just like blow on Skarmory. Oh, it survived? That's fine. We need Skarmory out of here. Ice Beam, we're okay. I'm gonna Stomping Tantrum and Empoleon again, and then cycle our Intimidate. Because I would very much like to cripple this Scizor. And we do outspeed Empoleon, so it's going to go down this turn for sure. Oh. It's a massive Intimidate. Massive Intimidate. Oh no, the Bullet Punch! It was still a huge Intimidate because it had to take a turn to focus on Ogerpon rather than doing something useful. If it's not gonna Terra, I guess I switch into Meowscarada. So I can Night Slash. And then just Acrobatic Scizor again. Oh, it's not enough? No! Now you get a crit. Trick. I do not like that. That leftovers? Yes. Do I try to cycle in another Intimidate? I think... Yeah, Starburst can definitely take another Stealth Rock. So I think we cycle Starburst out. And then once Reuniculus is down, we U-turn in. Wait. Is she down to her last two? I thought she had a third one. Ow. No! Oh, it Ice Punched the wrong thing. Let's go. No! What? I would love to U-turn out, but I don't think I can. I think I have to Night Slash if I want to knock it out. Please unfreeze. Double protect, but it fails. Let's go. Oh, the one-turn freeze. Alright, so Metagross is out for this turn. I can take out Reuniculus. my can you turn out? Or I can just not die to this Ice Punch. Thank you, friendship hacks. Lay down one final Intimidate. Oh, it has Clear Body! No! Disaster. And it's so fast. Oh, it's not faster. I forgot that stupid Trick Room was in effect. There we go. Steel is a shockingly tricky type for me. I wasn't expecting to have that much trouble, but I guess my team is just not equipped to deal with Steel once Armarouge goes down. There we go. Is hard press. No, I think that's fine. You know, it'd be great if one of you could give me a TM that's, like, actually helpful. Alright. Halfway home. I guess we hit fire next? Have I not unlocked the fly spot here? Dang it. Fine. To the rest area. Alright. How am I gonna deal with fire? I have like 3 Pokemon weak to fire. What am I doing? What is this team? Ugh. I think I missed an item over here, actually, anyway. I don't see it anymore. I guess I was wrong. There is not, in fact, an item. You know what? Fine. Is there a shiny execute? If I immediately find a shiny execute, that will be very funny. I do not see one though. Yeah, no, I don't think there is a shiny here. So I am going to immediately give up. No, when you're picking up items so fast that the UI can't keep up, I feel like there is a problem with that somewhere. Whether it's the fact that the pop-ups don't disappear fast enough or that you have too many items, there is a fundamental issue with your game. Anyway, I'm very distracted by all these items. Alright. Time to take on Crispin. There's something so wrong with the lighting in these areas. Just makes all of the character models look so weird. Super spicy sandwich, you say? Now, I could do this with trial and error. Or I can cheat. And if you think that I am above cheating, you don't know me very well. So jalapenos, chili sauce, chorizo, onions, and mustard. Alright, so we need to find those items. So what items do I start with? Negotiate to get some ingredients. What does negotiate mean? What am I doing? Beat me for potato salad. Marmalade and mustard. We have chorizo. We have jalapenos, so this is a good little area. We have chili sauce. That person has random ingredients that I don't know about. There's mayonnaise. 3 ingredients. rewards if you give me something. What do I need to give you? Do I need his items? The chili sauce here. Mustard, jalapenos, and chorizo. I don't see mustard. Oh wait, this guy just has jalapenos. So either we can trade for one, or we can just beat up this guy and take his lunch. The lunch beat up plan does not sound like an awful one. Yeah, I'll just buy them. Capitalism. Vinegar for marmalade or mustard. I do not have vinegar. Cucumbers. I do not have cucumbers. Potato salad. So I guess we'll beat up this person and take their lunch. So that we can trade with that guy who wants potato salad and see what he's offering. This is an unfortunate combination. I do not like this. I'm gonna be real with you. Not a fan of the situation that I find myself in. Alright, so I'm counting on Ogrepon Okoing this camera out. Because Sarah Weed is screwed if she cannot. So we got our Ivy Cudgel, which should do loads to this camera up. What an incredible tank. Oh, why? The pain. Suffering. It's fine. Ogrepon is just a beast. The voice of potato salad. Oh, really? Alright, so we got potato salad. And we got healed, apparently? Oh, I can't use my menu, so it has to heal me. That makes sense. You wanted the potato salad, right? Here, have my potato salad. We got onion, we got cucumber, we got prosciutto. Huge dub. Huge dub. You wanted the cucumbers, right? No, you wanted the vinegar. Who wanted the cucumbers? Was it you? No, you want eggs. We wanted cucumbers. Prosciutto and olive oil. I have prosciutto. I don't have olive oil. Was it the chili sauce girl who wanted cucumbers? I'll trade you for the chili sauce. And what do you want? Make eggs, oil, and vinegar. You have... Oh. So I need to bring mayonnaise to get anything from you. Where is the mayonnaise person? Literally screaming at the top of your voice. Literally just screaming about mayonnaise at the top of your lungs. About this. You have 2 Pyroar, and it's raining. I have some deeply unfortunate news for you. So we'll just destroy this thing with Ivy Cudgel, rain boosted. And honestly, close combat is probably gonna basically destroy this Pyro. Yep, there we go. And a crit to boot. I don't know that the crit mattered. I don't know that that was an important crit. Alright, so we got mayonnaise, which means we can get the trivia answer from that guy. And we get a cheeky heal. So now I can bring you some mayonnaise. We got egg, we got olive oil, and we got vinegar. So you wanted... Oh wait, I've already talked to you. You wanted the vinegar. So trade vinegar for the mustard. We already have a jalapeno, we don't need another one. We got the chorizo. So we're at jalapeno, onion, chili sauce, mustard, chorizo. Is that all we need? Jalapeno. Chili sauce. Chorizo. Onion. And mustard. Yes. I believe we are ready to go. Let us begin. So we'll do jalapeno, onion, the chorizo, and some chili sauce, and some mustard. So we'll pop that onto there, like so. Yes, yes. Some onion. Yes, yes. Perfect. Excellent. And the most important piece, our jalapeno. A beautiful. Perfect. She is a beautiful. We did it, Reddit. Alright, we made a super spicy sandwich. So about this battle. I think it will be easier than steel, but fire is still not a great type for me. But we'll see how this goes. Rotom and Talonflame. Am I more concerned about Rotom or Talonflame? Probably Rotom. Oh, I have like... Oh right, 3 Pokemon is half my team, so literally half my team is weak to fire. This is the most important that Terra has ever been. Talonflame, why you have to be like that? It's fine, because we still Oko Rotom. Oh, a crate get owned. Executor. I'm sorry? So 4 more turns of the sunlight to go. So that's pretty cool. That's great. You'll love to see that. Let's double into Executor. Because I would love to not have to deal with this thing. That would be the best thing. Magmortar. I don't think I'm super concerned about Magmortar. So we'll double into Talonflame. Get some damage on the board. Is a fast word. It's so fast. Oh, it's gone. So I think that was turn 3 of Sun. Thunderbolt. I forgot some movie you learned. Fortunately, we get the boost. I would love to take out this Camerupt, but I don't want to have to deal with that Thunderbolt. Alright, here's the plan. Because it's definitely going to go for a ground type move on me. So we switch back out to the flying type. Oh, you can eat that berry all you want. It's not going to make a difference. And a crit for good measure. Why would you not target the fire type? It's cheating AI. Oh. I was kind of counting on Blaziken being a fighting type this turn. So this is unfortunate. Don't misunderstand. Acrobatics is still gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt. It might not even Poco. Oh, it does still Loco. Acrobatics, man. In single player, insanely good. So the one member of the Elite Four I was not looking forward to fighting was Drayton. Because in order to get to him, I have to catch or like build a team of Pokemon caught in the terrarium. So how do I beat this? So they're all level 68, which does make things easier. So, what exactly is my plan for Drayton? Temper Flare. So, it's a fire type stomping tantrum. Interesting. Fortunately, Dragon is just a pretty neutral type. So Drayton himself isn't going to be a problem. The problem is going to be the challenge leading up to him. So, what have I caught? What can I use? I could use this shiny Porygon too. I could use this tree. Whatever I grab, I need to get it up to level 68. Crabrawler, honestly, a pretty good pick, because a lot of the stuff I'm gonna have to fight is weak to fighting. Honestly, pretty into that idea. Hitmonchan, same traffic. Hariyama, same traffic. Trumbeak, honestly, same traffic. I could get a Flygon. That would be interesting. I could get a Flygon and like 2 rare candies. It would actually be very easy. Flygon would be good actually, having a ground type. Alright, hang on. We're cooking with gas here. I like the fantastic attack on this guy. So I'm gonna lock Trapinch in for a Flygon. I'm gonna lock Crabrawler in for my fighting type. Grass type, honestly not a bad idea. So we'll lock him in. Hang on, which one has better attack? One's 146, this one's 143. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'd rather have this Trapinch. Oh, it has a good nature. That explains it. Some of this stuff is from dens. I don't know if dens count. Honestly, water type, not a terrible idea. I wish this one had better stats. Actually, if we play him as a special attacker, he'll be really good. I don't really need a full team of 6 for this challenge, but it is an option. Do I need an ice type? It's pretty good defenses, not very good anything else. I don't really need an ice type, but steel is not a bad type to have. It has good special attack on a Tauros. Whatever. You know what? Just as a field filler, we'll set Tauros as last. Okay. We have our Crispin team here. I want to think items. And moves. What are my plans for moves? All right. So now I need to get these guys leveled a bit. Which I don't exactly have a plan for. But I guess we'll start by evolving this Trapinch. No, that's fine. You don't need Dragon Breath. What else needs levels? What else do I need to level up? Dragon Claw. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with propane. I mean, technically... Yeah, no, none of these guys need levels. How do I get a Kingdra? Is it a trade? Kingdra... Evolution. Holding a dragon scale. I am going to need Nova's help for this. Do I have a dragon scale? I really hope so. Oh, it's the ice stone for Crabrawler now? I didn't know that. So I can get Crabrawler and I can get Sand Slash. That's easy. So learn Ice Punch. Sure. If you must, you can learn Ice Punch. I do not want to even be tempted to use Dynamic Punch. So I do now have 2 ice types, which is suboptimal. But I guess it's fine. Let's learn Icicle Spear. I guess it's fine. I don't think I have a Dragon Scale. So we may have to rethink the Kingdra plan. Let's learn Boom Burst, that's fine. You don't need Boom Burst. Let's rethink the Kingdra plan. If I can't evolve him, but I would love to have a water type. We might have to live without one, though. We may have to live without our water type. Just give a bunch of levels to everyone. Just like at random. Give them a few. This should be more than enough, right? Surely, even without EVs, level 75 is enough to beat this, right? Cool. Alternatively, I could actually give them EVs. My brain is just humongous sometimes. So give a few attack to you. I don't really have a special attacker. Is Executor special? I don't remember. What was my plan? Executor does in fact appear to be a special attacker. Alright, you can have all of my genius feathers. Alright. I guess we pop Dragon Dance instead of Fissure. Do I stick with Superpower? I guess, just in case. Dragon Hammer. That seems like a good idea. Dragon Hammer instead of Absorb. Do I do Giga Drain? No wait, I built you into a special attacker. Hang on. I guess its attack is okay. And also, I'm probably not really going to be using Dragon-type moves. Extrasensory is 80 power. Psyshock is also 80 power. Honestly, give me the flinch chance. I would rather have the flinch chance. And do I hang on to Leech Seed? I think we hang on to Leech Seed. If I had Dragon Pulse, that would be incredible. Energy Ball is 90. Giga Drain is 75. I only have one Energy Ball. Oh. I only have one Draco Meteor, though. Screw it. Let's do Draco. For Brawler. Base Hammer is 100 power, but only 90 accuracy. That's such a big jump from 75, though. Everything better than Iron Defense. Not really. I guess we can throw Dig on. Raging Bowl. I believe it's 90 power. We'll keep Double Edge. Zen Headbutt. Yes, please. Type coverage, let's go. Realistically, it's single player. I don't need swagger. I wonder if I should have saved my dig for this. Whatever, we can teach close combat instead of Double Edge. We'll keep Thrash. There we go. As for you, Icicle Crash seems really good. We'll do Iron Head instead of Gyro Ball because you're actually reasonably fast. I wonder if I hang on to Swords Dance. That could be fun. What if I do Icicle Crash instead of Icicle Spear? I think I like that. I have to hit 4 times for Icicle Spear to be better than Icicle Crash. And as for that 4th slot, Brick Break for fun. All 5 of these appear to be okay. There we go. Alright. We are locking in. This is the Drayton team. And hopefully it'll be fine. So who do I lead with? First one is Rock. So obviously Flygon. Secondarily, let's do Tauros. I'm gonna make sure my PowerPoints are good to go. I'm pretty sure they are, but I just want to be sure. This is an incredible collection of Pokeballs. That was fantastic. Oh, we get to go in for free. Let's go. My water bottle is like all ice now. It's like hasn't melted at all since I filled it. I do kind of want to get some water before we get started. Give me one moment, please. I have returned. Did I close the door? Yes, I did. The Polar Plaza Battle Court. Let's do the thing. And hope that a 7-level advantage is enough. Alright. Who's who? Hang on. Where are you? You are Craig. I wish to battle you first. Let us begin. One thing that I did not consider is that I have Earthquake. That's gonna hit Tauros. Well, good luck, Tauros. Do I have anything that can fly? I don't. Well, oh, see, he's fine. No problem. Alright, that was easy. Next is the Ice Trainer. So Crabominable, and I kind of want Tauros to be here. So we are actually gonna heal. Seems like a good duo. I suspect this is going to be easy, but not quite as easy as the last one. Intimidate, good, good. And double close combat, very good, very good. It's a one-hit KO, very good, very good. Oh, it's fast. That's a fast road. Unfortunately, it is also dead. So that's unfortunate. Sure. I guess you can learn Hydro Pump. And then last is Magnezone's Substrika. So I want to use my Sand Slash. I want a chance to use Sand Slash. But I think Exeggutor is better. No, or you know what? I'm using Sand Slash. I don't care. Wait, this is a bad idea. I'm using Earthquake. What am I doing? Why am I like this? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I make my life more difficult for no reason? You can Swords Dance, I guess. Oh, we survived! Let's go! I forgot Magnezone got sturdy. Let's go. Try attacking a Flygon. Let's go. Alright, you know what? I am going to let Sand Slash get in the last move. Sand Slash, congratulations. You get to do a +2 Brick Break. Super effective. To this 1 HP Magnezone. Yeah, let's go. He's so good. He's such a good boy. We did it. That was easier than I expected it to be, probably because I was overleveled. No, pro tip from a professional gamer here. If you want a challenge, don't intentionally overlevel yourself, you know? Like, if you want something to be difficult, yeah, you shouldn't, like, intentionally put yourself at a higher level than your opponents, you know? That kind of defeats the challenge. Can I not just put him in... How did this game remove, like, all of the good quality of life from other Pokemon? Alright. I think Intimidate Fake Out is once again gonna be how we lead things off. I think that is once again the play. Alright. It is time for us to take on the Drayton. Here we go. Taking on the Drayton. I think we double into Flygon. I believe that is the move. Wait, hang on. My brain is just so big. I have Fake Out, so we can just tell it to not move for a turn. And then Acrobatics in the Dragonite and get little chip damage off. And then now we can double into Flygon and make absolutely sure it is dead. It is fast. How is it so fast? Whatever. It is now dead. And then we play rough into Dragonite for the double knockout. Yeah, there's exactly 2 types that hit you super effectively. Haxorus is definitely the most dangerous thing on the field. However, I do want to switch. But we will play rough into Haxorus. And see if we can take this thing out. Breaking Swipe, that is actually fine. Never mind. That is not, in fact, fine. It has a Focus Sash? I don't think I want to U-turn, actually. Swap out Tinkaton so that we can recycle that Fake Out for later. I don't want to recycle Intimidate just yet, because I believe Kingdra is a special attacker. So I want to wait for something physical to come out so I can actually do something. Never mind, it has Hurricane. I am wrong. I am mistaken. I'm gonna hard switch for Tinkaton, and then we have that Fake Out pressure again. And then I'm gonna U-turn to... I did not keep track of speeds. What I was saying is that we're gonna free switch into... Starburst. Exactly the way I planned. That was exactly how I meant it to happen. And I can stop Kingdra from moving for a turn. Chaladon. I'm assuming that's gonna tear a dragon. So my play rough is gonna be super effective. Did it not? Uh-oh. Sweet double battle? Yeah, everything in Blueberry Academy is double battles. Okay, he is gonna tear. Good. It is legitimately cool getting to like actually use double battle strategies. Is it like Battle Tower? I guess, kind of. This is the BB League, which is basically the main quest of the Indigo Disc DLC. So I guess it's not Battle Tower in that you can only do this once. So what now? Basically, this is just the main quest of the Indigo Disc DLC. And it just happens that everything here is double battles. Why would you reset Rain Dance? I am literally a water type. I actually don't want a Terra because I want to keep Water Absorb. Because it is actually severely crippling Kingdra. So I guess we just hit it as hard as we can. I should have Terra'd. I should have Terra'd. That was not the play. Let's hit it with the quick attack. And the play rough that's not gonna come out because it's gonna be dead. There we go. We have defeated Best Boy. Sure. I am ready to be the real deal. Do you actually have a good TM? Please, Draco Meteor? Oh, good. That is worse than Draco Meteor. Great. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Oh, I know exactly what's next. You have no idea how excited I am for this moment. Beat the crap out of Kieran. Make this guy regret having ever met me. Like, actually don't think you understand how much joy it is going to bring me to beat him. There is not a trainer in the Pokemon franchise that I have ever wanted to beat as much as I want to beat Kieran. Where's the healing machine? Here we go. Found a channel that lets you evaluate the best Pokemon to use in each generation. Use Pineco's Explosion for Whitney's Miltank. Is that in Gold, Silver, Crystal, or is that in Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Or does it matter? Does it work in both? Gold, Silver, Crystal. Did Gold, Silver, Crystal have the mechanic where Explosion lowers the opponent's defense, or is that only in Gen 3? I know that's a mechanic in Gen 3 because I just watched Adef's video analyzing the Emerald Victory Road to see who could actually make it, who could actually get all 8 gym badges. And he mentioned that Self-Destruct and Explosion lowered the opponent's defense when you use them. But I don't remember if that's only a Gen 3 thing or if that exists before then. Gets the nerf in Gen 5? Why'd they leave it like that for so long? That's such a bad mechanic. I mean, I guess it's funny if you're the player, but... I guess it makes sense that Explosion would shred Whitney then, because it's a high power move that halves her defense when you use it. Well, I wouldn't say friends. Yeah, it's like... Oh, Drayton, you don't understand. I don't want to snap him out of it. I just want to make him worse. I want to beat him so badly that he becomes worse. Hang on. I want to double check my team. When a Pokemon explodes, what exactly is exploding? Good question. You guess it's like Hyper Beam but bigger? I don't know, because I think Explosion's only been used once in the anime, right? Because Paul used it sometime during Sinnoh, I think. Because that was like a big deal that all the characters in game were like super mad at him for using Explosion. What does Kieran lead with? Hang on, we're gonna cheat again. Champion. Kieran. Team. I don't think it's ever made explicitly clear what exactly is exploding. Politoed and Dragonite. Glalie explodes in a double battle in the anime? When did that happen? I can wreck Politoed and like stop Dragonite from moving with Fake Out. I think that's the play. I think that's how we lead this. You thinking Gen 9? I need to watch the newest, the Gen 9 anime. If only because Liko is adorable, and I feel like I need to see more of her. I don't care about the boy, I just care about Liko. She's the only character I actually care about in that anime. I am going to take so much joy in beating this snot. I think the play is Flower Trick Politoed Fake Out Dragonite. Alright, hang on. This song kind of bops. The song kind of goes. Yeah, I don't think Mold Breaker's gonna really matter, but it is nice to have. I think Tinkaton's other ability is better, though. Another thing that's extremely important is that I need to find a way to cycle Ogerpon in. Fake Out to get around Dragonite ability. I think Multiscale is its hidden ability though, and I don't think it has that. But yes, it is very nice to have. Or do I Play Rough and take out Dragonite, or do I Rock Slide and chip away at them both? I think I just get rid of Dragonite. I don't think there's any point in messing around. There is Inner Focus. Oh, okay, yeah, then I guess it does have Multiscale. I guess you are correct. Hurricane is not good. However, consider the following. It does give me an excuse to cycle Ogerpon in. Mold Breaker would work around Inner Focus? Oh. Hang on, Mold Breaker Tinkaton is insanely good against Dragonite. Because I'm a Fairy type, which means I'm just immune to it and super effective against it. I have Mold Breaker, which means I can beat Inner Focus. And then I have Fake Out and Mold Breaker, which means I beat Multiscale and the Fake Out breaks Multiscale. So Tinkaton is just like specially crafted to counter Dragonite specifically. Alright, you know what they say, where there's a Rock Slide, there is a way. Unless it has ground coverage. I mean, it does get Earthquake, so there is that. Oh, Ivy Cudgel's faster. Let's go. Outsped. I'm going to destroy this Incineroar. End my man's entire career. Yeah, I don't think he has hidden abilities because I don't think that Incineroar had Intimidate. And if it had hidden abilities, he would definitely have Intimidate. I can destroy this Grimmsnarl, but Porygon Z could have Thunderbolt, which would be dangerous. But I do have a Rain boosted, Terra boosted Ivy Cudgel, so it'll probably be fine. Deflect. Rude. This Ivy Cudgel might not be as boosted as I thought it was now. Nope, we're fine. Everything is fine. Tinkaton is just a straight counter to Dragonite. Alright, consider the following. Mold Breaker, Tinkaton holding an air balloon. And then you don't have to worry about Earthquake. Actually, now seems like a good time to cycle the Intimidate in. And then we can play rough with this Hydraptor. 12% chance to 2-hit KO. Nice. You'll love to see it. Hang on. Oh, it's the Terra fighting Hydrapple. Unfortunately, it is still weak to both Flying and Fairy, so I don't think that was the correct move. Karen, I appreciate the attempt, but that was not the play. I don't know what you were thinking there. Alright, let's just destroy this thing. Light screen, you say? Tinkaton really needs the balloon. That was the easiest battle yet. That was so easy. Oh, Kieran, you're such a terrible trainer. He's so bad. I don't understand how he became the champion. That was so easy. Oh, that felt so good. The fact that it was so easy made that feel even better. That was so cathartic. I don't think you understand how happy I am to have just destroyed him. Crushed his dreams. Hey, we got a second Master Ball. Would get down to wire on the third turn? Yeah. Say nothing. Woof. What? You're not gonna let me be the champion? I'd say you sub, bitch. You're not wrong. Lacey's trying to let me not be the champion. She's best girl. She's trying to push me out. How rude. Gonna gatekeep girl boss you from becoming the champion. I mean, if you think about it, being a girl boss does kind of like enhance the best girl status. So you know what? Fair enough. I guess she's just asserting her dominance. Alright, head to classroom 1-4. Where on earth is classroom 1-4? Am I healed actually? I want to heal. I am gonna heal. What kind of logo is that? It's a blueberry. I think. Whoop. I have to be the only person in the history of humanity who is capable of trying to hit the plus button and hitting the home button. Yeah, it's a perfectly normal blueberry, you know? That's obviously what blueberries look like. Used blueberry. True. It's the mutated blueberry. I love Drayton so much. Such a good character. Aw, thanks so much. It was like the best feeling ever. No, please keep talking. Please make Kieran feel worse. I want him to feel even worse about losing to me. Oh, we're going to Area 0? Terrapagos. Oh, wait. It's La Primera. Oh, and you're also here. I forget your name. La Primera. Why am I in your classroom when I'm the champ? Well, you see, even after you become the champion and prove yourself to be the strongest person in the world, you still need your high school diploma. You know, I know that you just became the champion and are the strongest trainer in the world, but if you don't have that piece of paper, you're not finding a job. Area 0, managing areas is dangerous, off limits. But research strong Pokemon. So we're going to Area 0. Sure, I'll go. What? Drayton, I want you there. I wonder if becoming the Pokemon champ is a normal thing, but everyone has to get a regular job at some point. In Paldea, at least, it is a regular thing. Because the way Paldea's league circuit works is that you don't become the champion, you become a champion rank trainer. Because Nemona was a champion rank trainer before the game even started. That was part of why she wanted us to do the gym circuit, was because she wanted us to be at her level. As for the other regions, I don't know. It could be a thing where, like, after you become the champion, you just have to find a normal job. Although it does seem in other regions like being the champion is their job. Like if you look at Alder, if you look at Cynthia, or if you look at Lance, even. In competitive, the top trainer is always in flux. Yeah. I do like the system of champion rank trainer because it does seem like it makes it more realistic than just, oh, you are now the champion. I wanted Drayton to come. Alright, where am I going? I didn't actually read what she said. Talk to Gita. Hello. I am talking to you. Rika, that's your name. I'm doing my best. Saya is trying her best. What? Wait. That's what champions do? Gen 9 art style is not vibing? Yeah. It doesn't help that Gita's eyes are just gigantic. They're so big. It's just so unsettling compared to every other trainer. The Indigo Disc. Roll credits. Seems like skins with crazier hair. Oh, Sims with crazier hair. It kind of does. I see it. Sims with Pokemon hair. Alright, now here's the question. Do I stick with the Blueberry Academy uniform, or do I switch back to the Uva Academy uniform? Oh wait, hang on, there's more uniforms? How have I never seen the summer uniform? Why does no one wear this? This is awesome. I do like the autumn uniform though. The like little tie on the autumn uniform does look good. Curious what you do in a Pokemon school? I don't know, I've only taken like 4 classes so far. They're all about biology. Do I have to break my rule of the summer uniform being the best? Because the autumn uniform is kind of vibing with me. And then I have the League Club uniform, but I don't really... The League Club uniform doesn't look that bad, I guess. No one in Pokemon understands math or how to read. Just completely uneducated. Only thing you learn is that once upon a time in Sinnoh, Pokemon and humans were married or something. I may have to break my summer uniform rule. Unfortunate. Where am I going? I have literally already forgotten where I am supposed to go. Back to the entrance. Okay. This is our god. Here's its best move pool. Yeah, if you ever run into God, this is the optimal moveset you should use for him. That would be a very funny class. Do I grind through or do I call it for today? Yeah, he has not calmed down at all. Your man is not calm in the slightest. Depends if the next part sounds fun. I mean, the next part is hunting for a legendary. That could be fun. It also involves being in close proximity to... Let me try that again. It also involves being in close proximity to Kieran, which sounds like the opposite of fun. That sounds like the least entertaining thing I could possibly be doing. Is every Pokemon roaming Pokemon? I guess, sort of. They don't roam very far, but they like roam 20 feet across the map. Yeah, with my friends. Which you do not count among Kieran. You are not one of them. I just wanted to be clear that, I've been here with friends and I don't count you among that group. You know, just trying to make sure we're on the same page here. Question is if it's a roaming legendary? I don't think so. because spoilers, but I believe one of the people of this little group we have here catches it and battles me with it. No, that was not aimed at you. That was aimed at Kieran. Deeper down than the Zero Lab? Am I using an emulator? I am not. This is real steel Switch hardware. Solid Heron, I will count you among my friends if you would like. Alright, we're heading to the Zero Lab. Can I fly actually? Where? Oh, yeah, no, I cannot fly. Have I caught an Iron Hands? I don't remember. Hello, have I caught you, sir? Staring at that iron bundle, it looked weird to me, but I think it was just the lighting. Catch these hands. That's the spirit. I forgot to actually pay attention as to whether or not I caught it before, but the fact that it shook 3 times tells me that I probably have. That's just a normal Iron Hands asleep in the background, right? That's not a shiny. Is it? Hello. Yeah, you're not shiny. I don't think either of you are shiny. Have I caught this thing? The who'shamacallit? Iron Moth. I have not. Shiny is Gray Top. Got it. Can I not kill it with Quick Attack? Nice. I wish you would stop, please, Mr. Iron Moth. So do Pokemon attack each other in the wild? In canon, probably. I don't think they do in-game. Oh, wait. Sludge Wave. Uh-oh. So this is turn 4. I believe it is turn 10 that Timer Balls outperform Ultra Balls. This is 5. Oh. Yeah, it was a matter of time before I got paralyzed. 6. It's been such a long time since I actually looked up how timer balls work, so I don't remember. 7. In Jevon 7 Hunt for a Regenerator, it would attack Cursola. That was a thing in that game. For the SOS encounters. Gen 6 also had the Seviper and Zangoose horde encounters where if they were together, one of them would attack the others. That was a very funny interaction. see a TM back here. We found Thunderwave. Hooray. I really wish the minimap actually worked here. Right on, please. Right on, please. I can't climb this. Hello. Please let me off. I wish to get off. Jump. Alright, this is a lot easier to navigate than it was the first time. Where on earth is the lab? Is it this? No, it's this. Or is it this? Where's the stupid lab? Which building is the lab? Is it up there? Hello. Why are you here? We'll worry about you later. So is that a second Miraidon? Can I get Miraidon 2 Electric Boogaloo? Did they build the building and the crystals formed around it? I believe that's... Yes, I believe that's correct. Because in lore, basically all these crystals is like the Terra energy or whatever that naturally forms around Area 0. So I'm assuming what happened is that the building was built and then over time the crystals kind of took over. Hey, there's a Dreepy. Where's the stupid lab? Where am I going? I thought it had some time shenanigans because of the Paradox Pokemon. I mean, there is a time machine inside the lab. There it is. But I don't believe Area 0 itself has time shenanigans. I think it's just the time machine inside the lab. Yes. So we're going back into the lab. We gotta disable the lock. Kieran, you can go home. That's the spirit. That's what I want to see from this chat. Can I get some Kieran hate in the chat, please? What happened to the lighting? Why did it suddenly get, like, blindingly light? Alright, am I supposed to go to the panel? Is that what's happening? I wasn't actually paying attention. Access revoked due to prolonged inactivity. Well, I guess we have to bust it open the old-fashioned way. There were 4 locks before. It's weird that is a reflection, like she's standing right next to the crystal. I didn't even notice that. This game is weirdly broken in so many ways. Wow, who could have guessed that this plot device would become a plot device? About that, I didn't tell you, but I got the Indigo disc from La Primera. Carmine, I did not ask for your permission. Alright. Just shove our disc into this slot, as you do. Can count the frames in that door animation. The reflections are so weird. What is even happening? You can get Windigo disc from the Play Store. The Indigo disc is actually an in-app purchase if you get it on whatever mobile platform. Alright, we're in. Where did Briar? Oh, there she is. Are we going back to the elevator? I mean, I'd rather not go to the elevator, but yeah, that's where we went. I have fantastic memories of this place. Of getting my butt whooped by the professor. Alright, let's take the elevator to nowhere. Like, there is nothing on the other side of that door. That is literally the white void. This room was not on the other side of that elevator door. Karen, you're not gonna puke, right? No, I think he's fine. It's an escape room. This is the ultimate escape room. Featureless white elevator that just goes down forever. How do you escape? Alright, but actually, Kieran, you're not gonna puke, right? Oh. We have found the mines. We yearned for the mines, and we have found them. Why would you ever need raids? Because they're still the only way to get candy. We have this nice, like, lower area here, but we still need raids for candy. A Masson Cavern exists beneath Area 0. Something Terapagos treasure Roll credits. Stellar type. That the turtle Pokemon? Yes, that is the turtle Pokemon. That is what we are hunting for here. Big ass crystal. Let's give it a go. Why am I never allowed to smash anything with my Pokemon? I couldn't smash the door, I can't smash this crystal, I just want to smash something. I wonder if Zygarde's gonna be super broken in ZA. Wasn't it like reasonably broken when they invented the 100% form? I expect they're gonna do something for Zygarde because they shafted it so hard in X and Y. Oh. Hello. It's a stellar Pokemon. Zygarde has so many signature moves in Gen 7. Does it? I did not know that, actually. That they gave it multiple signature moves. Alright, I forget how the stellar type works. So hopefully I can just punch it and win. Hello, Glamora. I'm so used to double battles. I was expecting it to let me pick a target. Like I hit the attack button, expecting it to give me a chance to pick a target and undo that decision. I don't have a... Oh, I can't catch it. Dang it. But I want to catch it. Why can't I catch it? Four signature moves. That is insane. One of them is a ground type move that hits the flying type. I do feel like I knew of that one at least. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Because I think in Gen 6 there was a ground type move that would hit flying types. Or maybe I'm just completely losing my mind and it is Gen 7. 1,000 arrows. Yeah, I do remember that move. I remember it because I get it confused with Precipice Blades. For some reason, I get those two mixed up. Can I have this item, please? Thank you. It's a full restore. It wasn't even worth it. Wait. That Clamora just knocked me off the cliff. What a jerk. Gravity and Smackdown flying types. Yes, but alternatively, you could just use a different move. I guess Smackdown's a pretty good strategy, actually. Is there a Pokemon I have to beat? Do I have to beat something? It's funny that people use Burn Up and Roost to make a typeless Mon. I forget what it was. There was like some strategy that I tried to come up with to turn Latias into a typeless Mon. Because there's not a lot of Pokemon that have a set of moves that you can use to make it typeless. Moltres, I think, is basically the only one. I kind of want to U-turn out of here. So does Terra just maintain its like existing type matchups instead of giving it a new set of matchups? Boom burst. Rude. I forget what the setup was for Latias, but it involved like changing its type, and then I think did it involve like mirroring the type of a typeless Moltres? I don't even remember what the setup was anymore. I wonder if I can find it. Yeah, I know that Burnout plus Roost. No, I remember what it was. It was using Reflect type on a typeless Moltres to make Latias a pure flying type. I think? What was the setup? What was I trying to accomplish? Oh, this was so stupid. I was trying to make a normal ghost type, and it involved Burn Up Moltres having some weird interaction with Reflect type. And like for half a turn, because of the way Reflect type works, Latias becomes a normal ghost type if you like give it the ghost type with Forest Curse. You burn up Moltres to get Pure Flying. And then you use Forest Curse to give it the ghost type. Because you have a secondary type. I don't even remember. This is very confusing. Forest Curse on Sturdy Shedinja to make it immune to Leech Seed. That is brilliant. No, it wasn't Forest Curse. It was Trick or Treat, right? So, a Moltres after Burn Up, when you use Roost, becomes typeless. But if you use Reflect type, you become Pure Flying. And if you've Reflect typed the Moltres, then when you use Roost, you become normal somehow. Yeah, I remember the goal was to create a normal ghost type, because at the time that did not exist. I don't remember all the setup or how all the interactions happened, but it was very complicated and very stupid, and you only kept the normal ghost type for like half a turn. I did some stupid theory crafting back in the day. Normal ghost would be a great offensive type. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know for sure this is accurate, but it was... You have a Moltres using Burn Up, then Latias uses Reflect type to become Pure Flying. No, that doesn't make sense. Whatever. Neutral stab on steel? Yeah, I give up. I do not understand the theory crafting that I was attempting. Sorry for that distraction. I was just trying to remember, like, how that interaction was relevant. Alright. Let us go deeper. yet another thing that I need to beat. Where is the Terra for this area? Is it this way? Is it all the way over there? Do they wear those gloves because they're artists or because it helps them throw the ball better? I would assume the latter, but I have no idea. It's just like standard issue for the Blueberry Academy uniform. Like, I had to unequip mine because I like my purple gloves better. But, like, this glove is just part of the uniform for some reason. Drop the ball and tell them to get out. You would clearly be a fantastic trainer. Is there like a lore reason why they have to throw it? Like, is there any actual reason why it has to be thrown? I don't remember what type this guy is. What type are you? What are you? You do know Pokemon can come out at will, yeah. It happens a ton in the anime, and it happens a ton in this specific game, because Miraidon refuses to stay in its ball. Why is pin... How it... Of course it hits 5 times. Of course it does. So there are challenges that are like challenging. This challenge of like having to find the Terra Pokemon and defeat it, this is just busy work. This isn't like a fun challenge. This is just the teacher doesn't want to teach a class today, and so she hands out a worksheet and tells you to do the worksheet. That's what this is. It was fine the first time because it taught you about Terra. It was stupid the second time. It's just busy work the third time. There is absolutely no reason to make me do this. And especially no reason to make me like do the stupid parkour to get up there. What if I just jump? There's another one. I am going to lose my mind. There is no reason to make me do this 3 times. There is definitely no reason to make me do this 4 times. Alright, let's beat up the Minecraft Pokemon. Delicious Pokemon. I mean, I guess if you like pure salt. If you like however many 100 pounds of pure salt this guy is. The salt lick Pokemon. Do you think the like canine wild Pokemon just lick Garganacl just in the wild for the salt? Knucklestack? That's a pretty good name. I mean, it'd be a better name if they called it Knucklestackle. That's a lot of crystals. Everyone is just sprinting. Is that Black Hero Girl based on a Pokemon? I don't know. If she is, I cannot tell which one. Well, that was... I'm glad I jumped on Miraidon for that. That was a very good use of my time. The stupid bang thing. Kieran had the same bang thing when he was in Kitakami before he put his hair up. Where is Rug Ussie? You can't just put Ussie at the end of a word. You can't just do that. Oh no. Is that it? Is that the thing? This kid has lost his mind. Briar, don't encourage him. Actually, you know what? Do encourage him. It'll make it all the more satisfying when I beat him with his stupid legendary. Briar is so insanely enthusiastic about this. It's a turtle. Man just, without thinking, whips out the Master Ball. There's no hesitation. What a throw. Smack that ball out of the air. That's the spirit. I don't think Briar fully understands the subtext of what's going on here. I don't think she actually understands the, like, relationships that are going on here. We are healed. So who the heck do I lead with? Do we just lead Tinkaton so we can fake out? Let us assume the position. I don't remember how the stellar type works. Like, how does Terapagos work? It's a different turtle. If you're a bitch, I get your Terapagos. There's no losing that bet. One thing that is extremely important is that I do need to use Ogerpon at some point in this battle, just to rub it in. Just to make sure he feels worse. That did nothing. Love how its name is just the DLC. Yeah, we already had the Indigo Disc, and now Terapagos is also the Indigo Disc. Kieran literally holding Terapagos back. Man cannot even 4-hit KO me with Earth Power. This is a 5-hit KO. Alright, let me just push you out of your misery, man. Let me just end this. Yeah, I have my own legendary Pokemon, in case you forgot. Oh no, the special defense drop. Whatever will I do? If only I had an ability that increased my special defense. If only that was a thing that existed. If only that was a mechanic of this game. Oh wait, it is. There we go. all the girls are on my side of the field. True. We came all the way down here to watch you get your ass kicked again. We came all this way for the sole purpose of watching you get absolutely wrecked. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Honestly, Briar is becoming a pretty grating character on her own. I really do not like her. She's so annoying. Oh, hello. It literally broke his Master Ball. As much as I enjoy dunking on Kieran, this is actually Briar's fault. She is actually responsible for this. This is 100% her fault. I would love to dunk on Kieran and say that he's right, but no, this is actually Briar's fault. Hospitality, let's go. Can I make it flinch? Does fake out work? Nice. Mucha gotcha. Yeah, we are doing like no damage to this thing. Sorry. The camera shot of Kieran is just so unnecessary. We just need a camera pointed at Kieran. Watching him look so utterly traumatized. It's so utterly unnecessary. There's no reason for it. Alright, fine. Let's use the one mechanic of the game. This game has one mechanic, and I use it so infrequently. Let's go, Rage Powder. Thank you, Sinistra. Yeah, to be fair, if I used a Master Ball, I would also feel pretty bad. I'm so glad that Sinistra decided to use Rage Powder on the one turn that it used a multi-target attack. That was extremely helpful of you, Carmine. Thank you so much. Get my special defense buff. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that damage. Oh, come on. Are we really gonna do this? Is this actually gonna be a thing? Alright, well, it targeted Sinistra, so that's fine. Carmine, you were not being super helpful anyway, so you can just die. You can just go away. Welcome to die. Karen, please. Why are you such a little bitch? I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong. He could just be less of a little bitch about it. Another Zen headbutt. Do I heal or do I just let Ogerpon go? I just low-key kind of want Ogerpon to do this. Need one more attack. Okay. I think we're fine, because I think we outspeed. Are we gonna cuck Kieran by taking his mod? I believe that is the direction that the story is going. I believe that is what's gonna happen here. There we go. It is gonna break my Terra again. Kieran, please. I literally just need you to be a damage sponge. That's the only thing I need you to do. You can be a damage sponge. Literally just eat damage for me, please. That is such a useless ability. Alright. We have our damage sponge out, so now I should be able to heal fairly safely. Of course, it immediately uses a multi-target attack. I think we're okay, though. Oh good, you lowered its speed. That's definitely the issue we were running into. I have no idea what type it is right now. We should still be okay for one more hit. He is, I believe. Yeah. He is, I believe, at least making Terra Starstorm do less damage because it's spread across both of us. So that at least is helpful. That is the one helpful thing that he is doing. And now we can just Ivy Cudgel to victory. Not very effective, but it doesn't matter because it did enough. Did it run out of energy? Let's go. Let's go. Armin, I did not ask for your permission. Nor would I have taken it into consideration. And now it's just a little turtle again. Oh, do I get to... Let's go. We get to cut Kieran. And we don't even have to use a Master Ball. What is the stupidest ball I can put it in? I think it's the Nest Ball. No, I think the Nest Ball is legitimately the stupidest thing you can put basically any Pokemon into. Just to style on him. Actually, Repeat Ball is a pretty good one too. Repeat Ball is another pretty good, stupid Pokeball to throw stuff into. We're fine. Think because we're in a cave? Yeah, that is true. I just wanted to find the stupidest ball I could put it in, just to dunk on Kieran for wasting his Master Ball. Do I actually have to say one of these? Cannot get over the hair over the nose. It is a really dumb hairstyle. Carmine, please. Let's go home. Briar, please. Why are you like this? Kieran, I do not accept your apology. So do you think we could start over from 0 and become friends again? No. Alright, but like, did I get to actually stay champion? Do I still get to be the champion? I want to be the BB League champion. Is that still a thing? Do I get that? Alright. The final DLC. What are my thoughts on the Indigo Disc? I got very frustrated with the mechanics of the game going through the quests. Like, some of the mechanics of sneaking up on stuff is just insanely bad. But once I got into it and got through the BB League, those battles were actually fun. They weren't super difficult, but I couldn't just like mindlessly work through them. I did have to actually think and actually strategize. So the League was fun. Kieran is still the worst character in this game, and I don't like him. Kristen and Armis, I think her name was, they were not very interesting characters. I really like Drayton, and I like Lacey. I think she's cool. So yeah, overall, the core gameplay was pretty good. The Area Zero stuff was just, like I said, it felt like busy work. It felt just like the teacher didn't feel like doing anything, so she just gave you a worksheet that you have to fill out by the end of class, and it's full of like annoying, pointless stuff that like doesn't actually teach you anything. Having to go and beat all of those Terra Pokemon is just no point. It's one of those things where, like, in game design, you have something that's annoying and you ask yourself, does this actually add anything to the game? And the answer in that case was no, it does not add anything to the game. So they should have just removed it. They should have had the first Stellar Terra to teach you what Stellar Terra is. And then that's it. Then you just go to Tropicos and do the Tropicos battle. The Tropicos battle was also a really annoying boss battle, where it just like resets you after every phase. If you could have stayed Terra throughout the whole fight, that would have been better. And they should have balanced the fight around staying Terra the whole fight. If they had done that, the Tropicos would have been a much better fight. So I guess what I'm saying is the BB League was good, everything else was kind of mid at best. But once I got past my annoyance at the quests and stuff and the mechanics of the game not working, it was not a bad DLC. So yeah, not much else to really say, I guess. That is my thoughts on Indigo Disc. The problem with Indigo Disc is that... More Ed Sheeran? Is this Ed Sheeran? It's not a bad song. The other problem with Indigo Disc is that it had the opposite problem of Teal Mask, where it was hyped up for me and I was expecting it to be really good, and it wasn't nearly as good as it was hyped up to be. I think Teal Mask and Indigo Disc are about on the same level as each other, where they're both kind of mid DLCs. It's just that Teal Mask felt better because I was not as hyped up for it. I was expecting it to be kind of mid. And so it felt better. Whereas Indigo Disc was kind of hyped up for me, and it was not as good as it was hyped up to be. Yeah, it's a really nice dorm that they gave me. It is so much nicer than the Paldea dorm. It's very modern looking. I do want to check what is going on with Briar. As much as I would like to not have to interact with her ever again. Got a microwave? Yeah, that's like the only thing you really need in the dorm. No, you do need like some kind of a hot plate to be able to boil water for your instant noodles. You need a microwave and some kind of like a electric kettle or something. Or a hot plate and a pot if you want to go that route. Those are the essential dorm appliances. Alright, what the heck does Briar want? Wow, it's a book. Incredible. You cook ramen in the microwave and had to learn to use power levels? Back when I was like 12 or 13 or something, my younger sister figured out that she could like make ramen noodles in the microwave if you like microwave them for 6 minutes. I feel like Rotom should be everywhere? True. Rotom is just like the ultimate appliance. You just turn it into whatever you want it to be. I want to see my Terra Orb. Did I unlock Infinite Terra? That's so cool! Rotom is an oven that doesn't plug in. Yeah. Rotom would be such a useful Pokemon to have. Just power all of your electronic devices. Let's check the club room real quick, I guess. Yeah, I am the champion. Let's go. I guess it's fine. Special coaches from Paldea. Leave it to me. So I can bring people over to Blueberry Academy from Paldea with BP. I'm a world-class level Pokemon trafficker. I mean, I have trafficked Pokemon from 3 separate regions into Paldea. Like, I've trafficked Pokemon from Area 0, first of all. That was a big one. Then we went to Kitakami and grabbed some Pokemon from there. And now we're doing it in Blueberry Academy. Is there anything that I actually want to buy? The secret boss of Blueberry Academy. A special songs album. What are the special songs? Oh. What's Jubilife Village sound like? Alright, this is definitely the one we gotta use. Everything's named after a color. That is true. You have Naranja and Uva Academies, which are orange and purple. I actually don't know if it's purple or grape. I can find out. Uva is grape, but grapes are purple, so there's that. You have teal and you have indigo, and then you have Blueberry Academy. Yeah, there's a lot of colors. Just indigo plateau, true. There's not really much else I want to do in here. Where did Briar say someone in a suit was waiting for me? I have already forgotten. Was it at the entrance? I want to wrap up. I just want to finish cleaning up any loose ends here. I do not see a blue suit. She did say there was someone in a blue suit, correct? I do not know what on earth she was talking about. Oh wait, was it you? Who the heck is this guy? Stranger danger? Do not like. Do not like. No, stop. No, stop. Wow, he's Asian. That's the spirit. We got a cub food treat. Oh, good. Great. You should always accept random snacks from strangers. The guy is the Buddha in disguise. Is Buddha known for giving people snacks? Alright, I'm not here for a history lesson on bamboo shoots, my guy. A Verizon treat. We can now sign up for Verizon Wireless and have good self-service all over Blueberry Academy. Where the hell am I supposed to run into a Verizon? Obalion. It is going to be hilarious when I don't have enough quests completed to get Terrakion. Which is like the one good one. The one you actually want. Oh, we just skipped Terrakion? What is wrong with you? I don't care. I don't care. Completed 50? I'm actually surprised. Zekrom. That's the wrong dragon, my guy. I want the other one. I wanted the other one. I want the other dragon. You like Zekrom? I don't have anything against Zekrom. I just like Reshiram better. No, I really don't want to hear you talk anymore. I would love to be doing literally anything else. What am I supposed to do with these? Do I just use them? Thing that hypes you up for Gen 5 remakes is see the original dragon. Whether or not you see that probably depends on whether Ilka or Game Freak decide to work on it. Because if it's Game Freak, we'll get like an or-s thing where we get some kind of special post-game episode and it'll be great. Or if it's Ilka, it'll just be like a one-to-one remake, like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I am hoping that they don't mess up the Gen 5 remakes. But I don't have a lot of faith. Just trying to clear red dots here real quick. I have so much stuff I need to sell. Her Gen 5 remake was bad. The Gen 5 remake was, or Gen 4 remake was bad. The Gen 4 remake was as good as the original Gen 4 games. The people saying that it was worse than the Gen 4 games don't know what they're talking about because it is the same game and therefore cannot be worse. I'm more surprised they did a Gen 4 remake. I think Game Freak likes for all of their games to be playable on the latest system. So like Gen 1 was re-released as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I guess Gen 2 isn't. Is Gen 2 on Virtual Console? I don't remember. Gen 4 is just the only one that they couldn't really do a Virtual Console for. Because we have Game Boy Virtual Console, we have Game Boy Advance Virtual Console, so that's 1, 2, and 3 possible to exist. But Gen 4 you can't really Virtual Console. I feel like Gen 2 is kind of a black sheep at the moment. I know people have been expecting a Gen 2 Let's Go game for such a long time, and they just haven't done it. Which I am a tiny bit surprised they haven't done like a Let's Go style for Gen 2 yet. I can only assume that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was just a test for Gen 9 to see how, or Gen 8 even, just to see how overworld encounters would work. And then they use what they learned at that for Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. So I'm wondering if we just never get a Let's Go Johto game. Anyway, it has been almost 4 hours. I did not intend to stream for this long. But I am glad that I have the DLCs done with. I essentially can be done with this game, which is pretty cool. Or I can come back and like do Pokédex stuff and do raid stuff. I'm not a professional streamer, so this has been an extremely long stream for me. But it was fun. I did enjoy it. Despite the DLC being mid, I don't have anything against mid. I do enjoy it, but I am starting to get tired. It is 11:44 p.m. Get that Twitch affiliate. That's the spirit. So I'm gonna call it there. Once again, I will point out that I do now have a stream schedule. Unfortunately, tomorrow I will be breaking it because I want to watch the 24 hours of Le Mans. Not the whole 24 hours, but at least part of it. And like I did last week with Mid-Ohio, I may or may not do an Owncast thing tomorrow. If I do, that will start at 10 a.m. Eastern Time-ish, because that is when Le Mans starts. I don't know what time that is Le Mans time. Le Mans is in France. And it is home to one of the biggest endurance races in the world. The 24-hour race. Basically, you have like a team of 3 or 4 drivers that all swap in and out over the course of that 24 hours. And then there's like 3 different classes of cars. So there's basically 3 different races all happening on the track at the same time. And it's just like the novelty and the spectacle of a race being 24 hours long is kind of the appeal. Is it like a relay? I guess you could kind of think of it like that. It's like a 24-hour relay where the guys tag in and out over time. Yeah, I'd know. My ADHD brain likes watching cars drive in circles. So, did the cars switch out? No. The same car has to last the full 24 hours. That did used to be a thing, is that your car had to like survive the race. Nowadays, like freak mechanical failures aren't as common as they used to be back when cars were less reliable. But still, to some extent, you do have to like take care of your car over the course of 24 hours. So it's like Ferrari versus Ford, where all cars race. Ferrari versus Ford was actually based off of a real story that happened at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. So it's exactly like Ford versus Ferrari. You are correct. Speaking of Ferrari, they have won the past 2 years, if that's something that you care about. So that is interesting. Yeah, you do have a point of reference. But yeah, I don't actually know if I'm gonna do anything or if I'm just gonna like have it on in the background while I do other stuff. I'm sorry that I'm not gonna commit to anything right now, but I think it would be fun to do raids and stuff and have that in the background. Anyway, at this point I'm just rambling. And I do want to get to sleep at some point. So as ever, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. I may come back to this game and do raids and Pokédex stuff and shiny hunts. Shiny hunts. In order to shiny hunt, I have to complete the Pokédex. So that is going to be a bit of work, but we'll work on that over time. Appreciate you all being here and hanging out, and I will catch you in the next one.